Welcome back to
Castle Crashers Ranking Part 2.
Next
we ended off on
the
runaway.
No,
the ship. We
ended up on the ship last. So next
we have
the desert level.
The desert level, and this is the level we actually got stuck on in insane mode. It's so hard. The cockroaches are just bullies. They're bullies.
No,
they won't stop.
No, they're insane.
But
Uriah
managed to defeat it, but it didn't save.
It didn't because I saved it. I exited to a map because I'm pretty sure I had to save it to alien spaceship because I thought you could save it then. So for some reason it didn't save my progress. I just managed to beat it somehow.
Yeah,
I may have never beat it.
We might never beat it until next year, maybe. Well, but this level overall isn't that hard.
Yeah,
in the regular mode.
Yeah, but unless you have the weakest weapon. No, that's a challenge that we do.
Yeah, we did a challenge actually defeating all 4 of the final bosses with the weakest weapon,
and with no and the third one with no potions.
On the third one, we used no potions. On the fourth one, we used no potions. And then in all, we never even used a potion.
Yeah,
we just technically, what we did at that one part is we just kept drinking our potions for no reason to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But let's see. So there's 2 tiny alien spaceships before you get to the giant one.
Yeah, the gigantic one. And
make sure to get sucked up into that blue beam for the last one, because that's how you get into the alien spaceship. Also, you don't really have to prepare for the alien spaceship at all because it is so easy. But you gotta make sure you have agility, okay? Because you have to speed through it. Remember?
I know. So we can't just talk about that and just speed through the levels. There's the scorpions.
Yeah.
That do stingers and try to get you, and there's these guys
and they're one-shotters, just like the aliens. And then cockroaches, which are super annoying
and super hard. And then there's guys that come out of the ground with sand that tries to suck you in. They shoot poison stuff out. Then if you
go close to them, they'll start grabbing you and start hurting you.
Barely, because if you push left and right, you'll get out.
Yeah.
Or
your friend
try to attack them.
Or you can do a strategy where you get hit, you get grabbed on, and then your friend can just kill it.
Yeah, but so then also. Yeah, so you can only use your magic unless you want to get eaten.
Yeah.
For lunch, because they have forks and knives.
You can use your bow. We use the bow strategy actually on it a lot. So what we'll do is we'll technically get out of the screen where we can kind of see the guy, and then we'll keep shooting the bow where his poison balls can't get you, right?
Yeah. Because we never do that.
We barely do it. Unless we're in insane mode trying to kill those guys. They're hard in insane mode. Because they shoot the poison balls. And they do a lot of damage if they hit
209.
And plus poison damage.
Yeah, which do
1 damage.
Well, 14 damage.
Yeah, but
then also... the cockroaches do just as much damage in the same 209. So let's move on to the aliens.
Well, first, let's rank it. It's not too hard, actually, in regular mode. So I would say C, B, or D. because I know it actually is a long level, a very long level.
Yep.
So
it's in 5 parts.
Yeah, because you get sucked up to the alien ship. You have another level.
We have desert
and
level.
Then you have the game. This
is not in desert level, spaceship, time. So you don't get blown up, and then you go into another desert in the castle.
Here,
then
we'll show you.
Into
We'll
a
show
ball
you.
Game.
So this goes first.
Yep.
And then we have the alien ship right here. This is the one. They get one shot, by the way. And then you go to this one.
Then you go to the next one after it.
This one.
And then
right
you go
here.
to the next one after it.
So it's actually just 5 levels in total, which is annoying. Really annoying.
And
so I would say
it's that annoying.
I think it's annoying.
I think it's really.
I think it's a B. So maybe solid B.
No way.
Maybe.
No way. No.
Maybe here.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, probably right here.
No, over there. Yeah, solid B.
Solid C.
Solid B. You're right. It's solid.
Yeah,
B.
I feel like it's a solid B myself. Now, and then we have the first level, which is a 100% D at the very end. But let's talk about it first. First, everything's so quiet and super fun. There's a doggy, which you can dig up from a dig spot near the back of the room. And then you're just dancing until someone comes in the room and just dies in your face. And then you start practicing on those bags in there. And then you go out, and then you see the final boss taking a crystal above the king's chair.
And second final boss.
Which is right here.
Right up above the king's chair.
Yeah, so... And technically the level's not too hard at all.
Yeah, it's not hard.
So, I would just say bad D. Farthest D.
Wait. No, that one's definitely D.
Wait, no. This one is easy because you don't have to fight anyone right now.
Yeah.
You don't. This one. This level right here is the worst. It's literally just gonna be. Yeah, I wish I could go back here. It's the easiest level.
No, you should put it back there. Put it there.
Why?
Because there are no enemies in that.
But you can still get hit here.
I know it's hard. It's extremely hard. There are no enemies there.
I think this goes here.
No way. There are no enemies on this one that I'm putting behind.
Alright.
There are no enemies.
Then okay.
It's a level that's easier.
This is an easier level. It's not the hardest level, but it's an easier level.
Aliens. It's the alien spaceship.
It's not like a piece of cake because you get blown up if you don't get into a sucking tube that gets you out of the spaceship in time. Which it does a lot of damage.
You only have 1 minute.
You have 1 minute to get out of the alien spaceship.
If you're level 99, it does almost nothing to you.
Yeah. And technically, you go super fast at level 99.
Basically, 35 damage and plus another 540 damage.
And burn damage.
Yep.
And
the 5 is burn.
Really... so all these aliens are one-shotters.
Yeah. If you push Y, you can cut their heads off. Chop
which
them.
actually smashes their bodies into other aliens, which kills them.
Yep.
Which I wish sliced their heads off.
And then slice their heads off and their heads off. And then that would be
you'll
amazing.
have like 1 left to go. And then kill.
I know. That would be so funny.
It's not too hard of a level.
Yeah, it's not hard. At all.
There is this big dude, this big alien, which I wish you could fight. I wish. You can't. He's the one who starts the 1 minute to let you get out. Do not run into the electric wires too.
I don't get how he doesn't hear us fighting with all those aliens and he is sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
Like the purple guy.
Also, by the way, I feel like Thieves Forest, the first one, is probably all about poop.
Nah.
We'll tell you why in just a second when we get to the Thieves Forest.
Yeah, because we're not at the Thieves Forest.
I know. But, well, you actually would go through the Thieves Forest before this level. But,
where the parade is, that's where Thieves Forest is. It's before the parade.
Now, here's what's going down. The alien ship would probably be something like Solid C. Maybe.
No, it's so dumb. It's the dumbest.
What, right here, dumbest of C?
No, right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ninja ship is a little more annoying.
And a little bit harder.
Now, this is where everything gets so much easier. Literally, look at this. But in this level, you drop down from the spaceship, and actually later in the level, you have to go get a guy that's trying to run away from you with an animal, which is
the zebra. And there's a lot more scorpions and there's different guys.
Yeah, there's actually you can see a different guy right here.
If you look back at the spaceship, only one of the aliens blew up for some weird reason.
Yeah, if you go back from the blow up, there's actually one alien that died.
I know. I knew that before. I thought it was 2 till we checked yesterday.
Yeah. But let's see. What should it be?
I think it should be above the parade.
Above the parade, but maybe below the parade car.
Yeah, this broken cable car. Yeah, right there. That's good.
Okay. So, and then we have the next level. Now, this level's super hard. Probably going to be super hard in insane mode.
Yes.
Now, when you have low-level characters in that level, you die.
Not always.
Not always, but there's these big guys that are actually bigger than the other big guys.
No, not yet. So, there's one of those guys right there.
And then there's a big version first.
Yep.
So there's a big version and a small version. And then we go to a bunch of small versions of him and 2 big versions of the sand.
Four big versions, 4 little versions of the guys right there. Then there's 2 big giant versions of big guys.
They're different sand people. The sand people in this level. Not the cockroaches.
Yeah, not the cockroaches.
And the scorpions. Don't count these. I mean, there's later in the level. There's sand guys.
Yeah, later in the cockroach level. There's sand people.
And then we have the ball game, which is one of my favorite.
Yeah, but so why are you making it hard?
I know. I'm not trying to. Okay, I'm not trying to. I'm actually just trying. So what's up with this level? This level, before you can get to the ball game, you actually have to go through four
sections of the desert level.
But
then the ball game's the last.
The ball game is actually really fun.
Actually, no,
it's complicated, maybe.
It's not all the ball game in that level.
Yeah, but that's what I said, the 4 sections of the desert level.
No.
Well, so what happens is there's 4 sections of enemies before you can get to the ball game.
5, okay.
And by the way, do not stand close to the line, because then the other team will hit you.
Yeah, you can hit them and they can hit you. Then
But
they
you
can
can't
kill you.
They can't get killed, but you can get killed.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I wouldn't get it either, okay?
I know.
But I would kind of get why. I feel like there should be 3 deaths. There should only be 1 guy be you.
There's 1 big guy and there's 3 small guys.
And if you have Fencer or the Industrialist, which not everyone has,
it's pretty easy.
It's a super easy one.
It's super fun.
If you have Uriah on your team and then a Fencer or the Industrialist, because they just saw through them. Get it? Mm-hmm. Saw through them.
Saw through the lines. Because my record of beating the ball game is I got 10 and the other team got 4. That's my record. And
we got a record yesterday.
I know, so that's together, not just.
It's not, the ball game's not hard at all.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's fun.
You keep playing if you lose. And the only hard part about the level, which is not very hard at all, is the 4 sections before you fade it.
Yeah.
Which I would say here would be something like, right?
No, I think it's like so fun. It's gonna be right there. No, yeah, right there.
Yeah,
so fun. But so we're
on to a different section.
Here's something. We might even run out of squares, but it's so fun. Maybe.
Yeah.
For these, for good ones, we might even run out of them.
You think so?
Yeah.
We haven't had any S's yet.
Yeah. So we might run out of squares.
S's will be something like this one.
Well, you're counting. I don't think so.
Well, the final boss is probably one of the hardest ones. Probably an S.
Is the hardest.
It's the hardest one.
Remember in our hardest bosses one, we ranked the bosses, so the final boss and the second final boss are the hardest ones.
Yeah, because the
They're
second
tied.
final boss is real hard because he sends out all the characters except for bosses. Imagine
all the bosses.
Hey,
him plus him.
Imagine if he sent out himself, and then himself sent out himself, and there'd be infinite of them. Infinite. It would be an impossible level. Impossible.
I don't think so.
It would. Because they keep sending out all the characters in the game. Send out.
Well, yeah, if there are like a million of them.
Yeah, but it's actually not an impossible level. It's hard. I bet you it's going to be super duper hard in insane mode.
Yeah.
Imagine it. You're dead. You're dead.
I beat the game by myself with one. I beat the end of the level with 1 potion once.
Well, we've defeated that level with 0.
Oh yeah, but it's not just me. It's also you, so it makes it easier.
That's true. But what should we play? We have to talk about this one right here.
Yep.
Now, how many levels have we done?
Wait. Go.
So we did we did that one.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're planning to do 11 today.
So 6 more. Then that's one of our parts. And then aren't we gonna do one more today? One more for free.
We're gonna do 11, but we're actually. Should
Wanna
we
do
do 12? Let's do 12. Because how many do we have? 3, 6,
12.
9, 12,
Mm.
17. 17.
Yeah, 17.
So you would want to do 12 right now.
That's a 12 we should do. Yeah, we should do 12. There.
And then we'll do the rest tomorrow.
Yep.
And this level right here is not too hard.
Yeah, it's not really hard.
But
hard.
there's a couple sections. Like a couple parts of it. Now there's not a couple levels of it, but it's one level, but it's kind of a long one.
No, it's 2 levels.
2 levels.
The corn boss counts as a different level. Pretty sure.
No, I think it still counts as a level. Well, we're not talking about the corn dude, because there is no corn boss thing right here. So yeah, that level.
Boss.
Where is it? I don't see
it in that level.
Yeah, that's the level we're talking. So there's actually a corn boss at the end, which is not hard at all.
He is pretty hard if you don't have the right characters.
Yeah, if you don't have the right characters, he's hard.
But
if you have the Red Knight or a fencer or an industrialist, those 3 rock it.
Yeah. If you have it, because
we actually did it. We did it with. I used the industrialist
and the level 99.
And Uriah used the Red Knight at level 99. And guess how easy that was.
And we did it in like 3 minutes. So we defeated
the
corn boss. In like 3 minutes or like 2. Well, yeah, like 2.5, 2 minutes. We defeated it.
Let's see.
It was easy. Easy.
This level right here isn't too hard. It's the same level, kind of like this, but instead it has this troll again. But if you kill it, it doesn't kill all the minions. Yep, the minions stay. It's a good way to farm XP.
Yep, fruit, money. Yep.
And I'd say actually the fruit one is probably the alien ship. Because you get a lot of fruit from there.
Yeah.
And meat.
I know, it's not infinite aliens, though.
Yeah. Infinite trolls, though. If you just don't kill the boss.
And if you kill... When the big troll sends out enough enemies, he'll stop sending out
So you gotta kill the little trolls first, and then he'll start sending them out again.
And if there's too many trolls, you gotta kill the little tiny trolls.
Now, there's also those poison knights.
Yeah,
poison
4 of them. 5. Actually, 5.
There's more. Actually.
5.
That's true. There's 5 of them, and they don't usually poison because you usually don't get hit by them, right? You don't usually get hit. You can get a couple animals in there.
Yep. 2.
Which ones?
The snail and the frog.
And the frog, right?
Yep.
The frog can, if it sees money, it will pick up.
No. If it's like right near you, like a couple feet away from you or something.
We figured that out 2 days ago.
Yep. I already knew it picked up fruit if you were near it. It was near.
Nice. It also picks up fruit that you suggested. And what if it picked up XP?
What would pick up XP? How could Hoxer can?
Yeah, he comes up and pecks at him and then picks it up for you. But
and damages them.
Yeah, it's nice. But we're not talking about that.
And yeah, we're not talking about animals. We already said it in another video, like the bosses.
So, let's see.
What should we rate?
What should we rate? It's
Also-
not
also-
too hard,
oh,
but
also-
it's complicated. So I say it's a B.
Also,
A B.
Also, there's like 4. If you just started that level, there's like 4 weapons in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons in it.
I think it's harder than that one.
Harder than this. Not harder than the desert level, because the desert level is so long.
No, I think we should put it over the desert level. Desert level.
Okay.
Harder than desert level.
Harder than the desert. And
Barely harder than desert
now
level. We're about
we
tied.
have the Poison Glunk River. Yay.
It makes you slow in water. There's these fish.
Unless you have the seahorse. The
Yeah.
seahorse makes you go regular speed.
Yes,
And then there's these fishes where actually it's super funny because they keep just killing themselves. They just keep killing themselves if you hit them a couple times after they die.
Yeah,
The spear keeps going into their heart.
There's only certain characters in the magic.
Yeah.
Like the Red Knight and the Industrialist and Fencer. That's all of my note. I can do that so far. You start out with the Red Knight, so that's good.
Yeah. We don't
Is it
start out with
Fencer
Fencer
and-
or the Industrialist.
Yep. So yeah, then also with the Red Knight, you can get the Panda guy.
And then there is a boss in it, which we talked about in last video. The boss's ranking, and it was this girl, this snaky girl. Where
But we already talked about it. There's
Yeah.
more poison guys.
you're probably gonna want to go see the bosses before this video.
Yeah, and the animal orbs before the boss video.
Yeah, we're gonna do characters, but
when I get all the
when
characters.
we get all the characters.
Yeah, when I
We
get
don't
all-
have it.
When I get all the characters, we can do a video.
And we might do weapons if he gets all the weapons.
They're all in the insane drops.
At the end. They're in the same shops. You have to defeat. Whoa, we can expand D?
Wait, we can?
Yeah,
Oh.
look at that.
What? Oh!
I was like, whoa. Okay, so what should we do here? Now that we figured that out, what should we do?
We should put it down. We should put the D down a little bit more.
D down? Well, we can't. We have to actually put something there to make it stay down.
Well, why don't we just?
I don't think it's D, though. It's not
No.
D.
Yeah, it's not D. No way. No how. It's a no.
It might be back here near B. Back here, maybe.
Maybe it's
Solid C?
Yeah, solid C.
Solid C seems. Oh. Let's change these two. Solid C. That's nice. That's nice. And then we have this level, right? Which is a different. It's actually the level after.
Before the level that we just talked about.
No, because you need the
Before.
horn to get into this level right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the level
After.
before. Yeah, after this level. And what's up is
You always get the chicken in that.
you do get the chicken, and you get like 2 weapons in that level too.
Yeah, you do get 2. Exactly 2.
And the level isn't hard. That's where you find the boss. And
There's 4 weapons you get. Because 2 are in the statue. No, 1's in the statue. Yeah.
2.
No, 1.
Oh yeah, 1, and then 1's in dig spot.
Yeah, 1's in Dick Shot and 1's from the boss.
And 1's from the boss, 1's in a dig spot, 1's in the statue. So
I know,
there's
we're
3.
not talking about weapons though.
But right here, this level, what should we rank it?
It's
it's probably gonna be something like
I think it's not near like a D.
D.
Yeah,
Which
D.
one?
D. No, I bet B. B.
Oh, B.
B. I think it's like above the field, above that one, probably like that one. Maybe.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's probably not as hard as this one.
Yeah, it's probably not as hard.
Let's make a change here. I don't think this.
No, I think that is. No, I still think that one.
Okay. So, what level is this? Okay, now we have the rock level. I'm just gonna call it the rock level.
Wait, how many have we done?
We've done. Let's see.
So, eight. We did 8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
We're gonna do 12.
Yep. So we can only do
4 more. And the rock level. I'll call it the rock level.
Yep.
It has the stone heads, not the cone heads, the stone heads in it.
Yep.
And it's not as hard as I actually thought it was going to be, but it's actually one of the final levels in the game, right?
Yeah.
It's 2 levels before the
first
ice
time
castle.
Yeah. 2 levels before the ice castle. And it's the third final level.
And yeah,
the game.
So it's not the last level, but it's close. And it's not too hard of a stage. You can't juggle the stone heads, right? No, you can't. Because I would get it. They're stone heads. They're heavy.
Yeah.
But I would say, let's talk about a little. There's rocks that slide down. Hit you, which is in the actual picture right here. Look at this.
And then there's 3 giant guys, and then at the third one, there are 2 stone heads. Then 2 giant guys. Then in the last one, the third giant guy, he's all by himself. Unless you forward into 2 more stone guys.
And there's no boss.
Yep, no boss.
Level.
It's the ice castle boss.
The ice castle boss is the last boss before you start battling the 4 final bosses.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe, what do you think? It's not an easy level, though. It's not an easy level.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But it's not an A. It's probably a B or C.
It's probably an A.
Yeah, probably an A.
Harder.
I feel like it's
harder than the volcano.
The volcano. Yeah. Not harder than the industrialist, though.
Actually,
I don't think it's harder than the industrialist. The ice level is probably going to be an A, though. But let's talk about it.
There's
Eskimos, and there's a lot of them. A lot.
Yeah. A lot.
I'm not joking. There is a lot.
I actually, let's go right there.
Yeah. No. I feel like
Because remember at the end of that level, was like a bunch of them piled up on that.
Oh yeah, on the ladder. So actually at the end of that level, there's you can actually juke them out though. So if you go down the ladder and they're all up there, you go down the ladder and they go up, they'll go down kind of.
Yeah.
They'll go all the way down and then they're going all the way up again. And
if you
have the lightning knight, right as they all come up the ladder, you can just shock them right away.
Yeah.
Fencer and the industrialists aren't too great in that level.
Yeah. Yeah, they aren't that great.
But stuff like poison, fire,
but then also on a little bit later, you can there's Eskimos in it.
Yeah, Eskimos. Only a little on that top roof.
Then Eskimos, you can juggle them.
Yeah, you can juggle those because they're not as heavy. But the Eskimos in this level, they sit on these towers and throw snowballs. They sit behind these tiny towers and throw snowballs. They don't do too much damage though. And that's really the whole level. There's a lot of just Eskimos. There's the polar bear and the Yeti. The Yeti is super important.
And there's a polar bear that's pretty dumb.
Which, if you get someone at 4% health, he'll attack them and kill them. 8% and he'll attack them and kill. If you're at 8% or lower, he'll go ahead and attack you and kill you.
It's funny.
It's not too great.
I've never seen it.
The Yeti, he is one of the better ones to get right away because the ice castle is after it and
before. After.
And I'm like, what? After. But he shoots ice at you, and you don't get frozen at all. You still take damage, but you don't get slowed down or frozen, right?
Yeah.
Technically, that whole level is just shielding the arrows with, and instead, usually if you're playing on 2-player, usually the person in front would have the Yeti because they're going to shield the arrows and then they're not going to even care about the ice at all.
I know.
And shielding one arrow would mean the person behind them would not get hit by an arrow if they just stood there. But let's just talk about it. I think that's it, really, of this level.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, you're right.
It's just a bunch of repeating things in this level.
Then 2 more left to go.
Now, what do you think
we should put this at? I think we should put it at an A.
It's an A.
Definitely.
I think it's bigger than the stone, though.
Yeah.
Let's do A.
Yeah, A.
Here we go. Ice Castle. I would think it's an S because we talked about the first part of it, but the boss is super hard unless you have unless you have the Saul, if you have Fencer or the Industrialist and the Red Knight.
Yeah.
They do really good against bosses. Unless they're bosses that can just walk through it.
Yeah.
So
that's mostly it. Because you already talked about the boss, so you don't really need to mention the boss.
Yeah. So I say it's just not. It's an S.
S.
The boss itself is really hard.
Yeah, the boss is hard.
Okay, so far it's a solid S, but it's not going to be a solid S after we get to the final levels. We have 2 more levels to go. We got these 2, and then
that's the last level. That one, we have 1 more level.
And then we're going to do 9 tomorrow.
Yep, we have 1 more level left.
So we're going to do 10 tomorrow.
Yep.
Let's do 2, because this level, it's not hard to talk about.
Well, yeah, because you can just skip through it because we already talked about it. All the final boss.
All that level is trying to dodge rocks going on the way up. And that's technically the level. So
but no, not yet. And then
this level.
Then you have to fight stuff.
It's an S.
No,
D. I mean D. This level right here.
Definite D.
Definite D. It's actually the level after the first level.
Yep.
And it's so easy. You could just leave the Grey Knight to his own duty.
I know.
You could stand up there if you wanted and just not fight. Or you could go down and not take any damage and just fight. It's not hard, but it's easier. It's definitely easier than this level. Definitely
easier. So we should
it's just
put it right there. No, we should put it right there.
Or no, it's harder Because there's enemies in that one, but there's not enemies in that one.
Yeah, there's enemies in that one. There's way more enemies in that one. Plus, there's a boss in that one.
Oh, yeah. But this one right here, we don't really have to talk about. All it is you're trying to go up and go in a zigzag pattern. You dodge a giant
Yep, I told you that.
Yeah, Uriah gave me all this. I used to not even know what Castle Crashers was.
Yeah.
Now this thing is probably a D, because it's not hard.
Yes, it's extreme hard.
Oh, yeah, that's
is
true.
Extreme.
So,
it's extreme.
Let's put this because because you have to fight. You have to fight the paint boss. This boss, and then you need to fight the third boss, the third final boss.
Then that counts as different. The one right there counts.
Wait, no. This one counts as all 4 of the bosses.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
And this one.
What
This one is the level. This is the level before you get in here. It's not. This one's not hard. Remember, this one's not hard.
So
It's extremely easy.
That one's extremely hard.
This one is hard, and this one's hard. This one's not.
Yeah.
It's a D. A D.
It's.
This one's a D. You gotta remember, this is just getting into the thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because you have to dodge rocks, and all you have to do. This is inside the castle.
Oh yeah, it should be.
It's not hard.
Yeah, it should.
No, it's probably harder than these two.
No, I think it.
Well, I feel like it's harder than this at least.
Yeah, definitely. You're totally correct.
This one, it's hard. It's hard because magic does like nothing to.
I know. We already did 2, so. Please remember we did 2. Remember we did that one and that one.
You can always do another one.
Well, yeah, why don't we do it? And mixing up the thing.
Yeah. We'll do the 8 tomorrow. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Guaranteed it.
It's like they don't have like OP health, but their swords don't do too much to you.
But
they have health. Literally, they have health.
It only has 1 damage to them. It's nothing if you do magic.
Yeah, so don't even try magic.
Yeah, don't even try it.
You can juggle.
Yeah, you can do melee attacks, and it'll hurt them more.
Yeah.
Wait,
but there's this one guy. The one guy, if he does his X magic, it actually does 14 damage to regular damage. Remember? It's the thief. The thief and the Viking. Mm-hmm. Remember? They send down. The thief sends out the arrows, and they actually do the right amount of damage. Not 2 or 1.
What thief?
Remember the thief, the character?
Yeah.
Remember he sends out arrows, and
yeah, and does right amount of damage.
It does the right amount of damage. It also doesn't knock them back. They just walk through the arrows, but it still does the right amount of damage.
Yep. Doesn't do less.
Lightning Ninja, don't even try it. Fencer, he does the right amount of damage, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't.
But so then also,
I also found this glitch for the paint boss. Remember? Wait, no. It was for the boss after the paint boss.
Well, good.
Remember, he came down and he was kind of roaring at us, but already I was hitting the salt at him and it got rid of half of his health.
No. I
know I did that to one boss. Remember?
It was a purple one at the first step. I lasered him. It took like half his health and another quarter, and then you sawed him to death. we killed him in like 5 seconds, and he was dead, like 30 maybe. Yeah.
So I know there was this boss that I killed like mostly with half health when he was just roaring. He was like roaring at us. The boss health thing wasn't there yet. I was like, when he was like,
oh yeah,
and I kept hitting him, and it went. When the boss health went, it was like this.
I know, it was the final boss.
Yeah, it was the final boss. He was like, remember?
The final boss doesn't roar. What are you talking about?
Remember, he grabs his sword and he's like, yes, my power is back. And I kept sawing him and he was like, yes, finally. And then the boss came. Zoop. The final boss isn't hard with Spencer or the Industrialist. Just go up when he just takes the sword and keep sawing him. It does a lot of damage. But
let's rate it.
Let's rate it. It's just like the Eskimo level. It's just repeating the same guys.
Do you know we just skipped this to just do all of those bosses? Do you realize that? We kind of talked about the final bosses.
Should we just do the final boss itself? And do 7 tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do 7.
Let's do 7 tomorrow.
7 it is.
So tomorrow we're going to do 7. So
we're mixing up our schedule by 2. Wrong.
Yeah, so we don't want this video to be too long, though.
Yeah. We don't want to do all of them.
Let's see here.
That'll be way too long.
So let's rate it. This is an A. A total A. Let me just put it here a second.
No, it's a total in C. Solid.
Solid?
No, no way.
I wouldn't think that. I think it's like a solid A.
No, it's not. It's terribly bad.
Wow, solid B.
Maybe like down to a C, like the end of a C or something.
But the guys are hard.
They're not hard.
That's true. They're some of the final ones. It's probably gonna be something better than the Runaway. Harder than the Runaway.
Yeah, easily harder than the Runaway.
Like, what about
harder than the Thieves? Harder than the Cave and Car.
So, and I think it might be
right where we put it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right where we put it.
So we expanded D, C, and B because we ran out of room.
And they're all the same thing.
And then the final boss has 5 forms. So, can I just tell them all the forms? So the first form is just a bunch of four crystals, which aren't hard. Just keeps running around in circles if they're spinning up in the air.
Well, you can tell them the final boss. They'll tell them the other bosses.
And then after that, right, it turns into a balloon boss.
Yep.
Balloon.
No. No, it turned into the guy with the red and blue circles.
Oh yeah, the red and blue force field. Which we don't really have to talk about the final boss. We've already talked about it in our boss book. But we're just going to tell you all the forms. And then after that, it's the balloon boss. The balloon boss!
Yeah! Yeah, the balloon boss.
And then once you defeat the balloon boss, it's a chest, a giant chest. Don't even try.
No.
Yeah, open it. It's totally not going to turn into this monstrosity. Right?
Then you beat it. But then you open the chest and it's that giant spider.
This one right here. You see it? Yeah, that looks deadly, but it's not too hard.
It's not that hard at all.
But then it turns into another balloon. And you defeat the balloon boss a second time. And then he falls down like, I'm gonna die. He gets a sword and he's like, oh, I have the power.
And and then you can hit him, and then he just giant fireballs and just slams him down.
So he's probably an S. I think he's an S.
Running.
I think he's a solid S.
You always have to be running.
Yeah, he's a solid S. He's a solid S.
And then you go towards him, then you push X on him.
Yeah, so
yeah,
you think that's a solid? Yeah, that's a solid S.
S. Yeah.
So that's gonna be it for today.
No, aren't we doing the other bosses?
Well,
I'm gonna do the other.
There is no other bosses. Remember?
Yeah, the other final bosses.
Remember that's include
bosses. You know.
Oh, I think the final bosses are included with this one. Yeah, it's included with that level. The other final bosses aren't here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this tomorrow. We're gonna do 7. It's gonna be a shorter video, right?
Are we gonna do the final bosses right now? The 3 other ones?
There's no one for them. All the 3 other bosses are combined with this.
I know. So should we just do them right now?
No, it's fine. They can go to the boss sequence, the boss orbs.
Well, yeah.
But
well, yeah. I think that's
gonna be it for today, right?
Yep.
We're gonna do 7 tomorrow, which is gonna be the first level. The first level.
Wait.
Thieves Forest again. Thieves Forest again. Thieves Forest again.
No, that's in the water.
That's in the water. And then we're going to do the bear
level.
And then we're going to have Bob's level. We're going to call it Bob's level.
No.
Okay?
Bitey Bat Cave level.
Okay, yeah. Bitey Bat Cave. So we're going to do that tomorrow.
All right. I think that's mostly it. Should we do any final changes? Why don't we look?
No, I don't think we need any final changes.
Do you think we should put that over that?
Maybe. Yeah, the desert level is probably over it. Okay, so we have desert. I think that's it. That's really it. Yeah, everything is right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see you guys tomorrow.
Right.